Hi, my name is Eva Hester, and I am one of the admissions counselors here at the University of Idaho. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to fill out an application. The first step is to go to uidaho.edu. Once you are here, you will hover over Prospective Students and click Apply. This will bring you to a page in which you will determine what type of applicant you are. This is our first time attending college, so we are going to click First Year. On the left-hand side, you can request information, view our admission requirements, and learn more about the application process. We are eager to apply, so we're going to click Apply Now. We have two different options to choose from. If you have already started your application, you will log in and continue to work on it. We are starting our application for the first time, so we will click Create an Account. First, we need to enter our email address. Please put an email address that you check often. Please use a personal email address opposed to your high school email address. This is because your high school may block outside senders and will often close access to the email upon your graduation. It might be best to create an email address solely for your college search and college application process. For example, your first and last name, college@gmail.com. Yahoo, Gmail, and AOL are all free to create email accounts. So we're going to put an email in here, and then we're going to click Continue. A PIN number will be sent to the email address that you used to create the account. Enter that temporary PIN number, and then re-enter your birth date. And click Login. Next, you will create a passcode. Be sure to write this passcode down. And then click Set Password. You will then be brought to a page that asks you to create an application. Let's begin. First thing you want to do is click Undergraduate. So first you will enter your biographical information. Put your first name and your last name, and then if you have any preferred nicknames, you can put that here under Preferred first. And if you have used any other last name, please list that as well. Your mailing address and permanent address might be different. Confirm with your parents or guardian that you are putting the correct address in each slot. If your permanent and mailing address are the same, you will click Same as Permanent, and it'll auto-populate the address. The email address that you use to create your application will auto-populate here. If you wish to change it, click Change. Next, you will enter your phone number. Please add at least one phone number. We would like if you could at least put a cell phone number and opt into texting. Opting in allows the university to text you. These texts will typically come from your admissions counselor, and it's helpful to opt in so that you don't miss out on any important information like scholarship information, application updates, and special events. You can opt out of texting at any time. Now you'll enter your sex. The drop-down options are female, male, and no response. You will enter your birth date and your birthplace. So please confirm with your parents or guardian to find out where you were born, because it might be different from where you are currently living. Please add your citizenship here. If you are not a U.S. resident and live internationally, we can assign you to the correct contact person. Next, you will enter your social security number. Please do not add the dashes between the numbers. If you do not have a social security number, leave this blank. Lastly, you will add your ethnicity and race. The next page is the enrollment information. It's time for us to learn about what you are seeking from the University of Idaho. Please put what type of degree you are seeking. If you are coming from high school or transferring from another university, you will be seeking an undergraduate bachelor's degree. Now you will tell us if you are applying as a former student wishing to return, a transfer student, or as a high school student either with or without college credits. College credits do not include AP or IB scores. We are asking if you have taken any college credit at either a community college, four-year university, or through a dual credit or college in the schools program. If you are unsure if you have college credit, you can always reach out to your high school guidance counselor and ask. Or you can reach out to your University of Idaho admissions counselor and explain where you took courses. What campus do you wish to study at? Moscow is our main campus built for the four-year degree. All undergraduate programs and degrees are offered in Moscow, while the other campuses offer some degrees but not all. If you check off that you want to study at one of our other campuses, only the majors that are offered on that campus will populate. For example, in Coeur d'Alene, anthropology won't show up because it is not offered there. But when I click on Moscow, anthropology will show up. It pops up along with all of the other undergraduate degrees offered at the University of Idaho. If you are interested in a pre-health program, please list that specific program here. Pre-programs are not your major, it is a track, so you still need to click a major or field of study. The big question, what do you want to study? It's 100% okay if you are unsure. Put undecided, but you will need to pick a college to be undecided within. You can always change this later on, either after you apply or once you are a student. In fact, you don't have to officially declare a major until the end of your sophomore year. Do you wish to double major? You will click the other second major of choice here. Do you require a fee waiver in order to submit your application? This hardship can be documented in a variety of ways, all listed within the question. What year and time of year do you wish to start college? Click that here. Have you taken the SAT? If so, when? If you have a future test date scheduled, add that in. If not, leave the date blank. Have you taken the ACT? If so, when? If you have a future test date scheduled, add that in. If not, leave the date blank. The University of Idaho is test optional for spring 2021 and fall 2021 applicants. We understand the impact that COVID-19 is continuously having on testing centers, so your application will not be negatively impacted if you are unable to submit test scores. Did either of your parents go to college? If so, click yes or no. When you click yes, it will ask you if your parents graduated from the University of Idaho. If both of your parents graduated, you will click Parents. If your parents are not an alumni, you will leave that question blank. Lastly, you will be asked about your status within the United States Armed Forces. The options are currently dependent, meaning one or both of your parents or legal guardians are currently serving within the U.S. Armed Forces. Currently serving means that you are currently serving. Previously served means that you previously served. Or none, meaning that none of these answers apply to you. On this next page, we are going to enter in your parent or guardian information. The information entered should be whoever your legal guardian is. First, enter the relationship for your father, mother, or legal guardian. Next, please let us know if this person is living or not. No matter the answer to the previous question, please put the parent or guardian's name. If this parent or guardian is deceased, that is the only information that you will need to fill out. If the parent or guardian is living, you will be asked to fill out their email address, phone number, opt in or out for texting, and add their mailing address, even if it is different from yours. You will repeat these steps for the second parent or guardian if that applies. Now it is time to add your academic history. An explanation is given regarding high school codes and what to do if your school is not listed. Since we are applying as a first-year student, we are going to enter our high school and the dates of attendance. The end date is whatever month and year you are graduating. Next, the level of study is different depending on what type of student you are. But we are applying as a first-year student, so we are earning our high school diploma or certificate. Next, you will enter your graduation month and year. You can leave credit hours blank for high school. If you attended 2 high schools, you will add in your second high school. When it asks here, when you enter in your second high school, your degree will be no degree awarded or expected if that is not the high school you are graduating from. You can leave the credit hours blank for both of those. You will add in any college you attended for dual credit, but you will add in the credit hours for the classes you took and enter no degree awarded or expected. Additional information is going to ask you what state you are a resident in. This is important because it helps determine what scholarships you might be eligible for. You might go to high school in a different state in which you are a resident, so confirm with your parents or guardian as to which state you are a legal resident in if you are unsure. If you are an Idaho resident, you will need to fill out when you became a resident from date to date. And then you will need to fill out all of these questions to confirm your residency within Idaho. If you are not a resident within Idaho, you will not be asked additional questions. Next, you will need to list if you have received a disciplinary violation in high school or afterwards. You will list that here. And then here you will list any information about crimes that you may have been involved in. And down here is where you can request information from various offices on campus if you wish to learn more. We are rolling admission, so we will accept students on a rolling basis, but our priority deadline is December 1st. Again, test scores are not required for spring 2021 and fall 2021 applicants. Here, you will list all of the activities that you have been involved in during high school. All of the sports, clubs and organizations, theater production, any organization outside of school that wasn't a job, such as National Charity League, Boy or Girl Scouts, Boy or Girl State, etc. Anything that'll help us learn more about what you have been involved in. Also, be sure to let us know what your position is within those activities if you had one. Next, you will list any honors that you have received. Were you on the honor roll in school? Did you receive MVP of the tennis team? We want to know, so please list that here under honors. Do you work? Tell us more about your job. Even if you only work in the summers, we still want to know about that. Now tell us about community service that you do. We love our Moscow community here at the University of Idaho, and we hope you'll want to continue contributing just how you have in high school to your local community. Lastly, state your career goals. We want to know what you think you might want to do post-graduation. If you don't have a specific career in mind, tell us about what field you might want to end up in. If you're leaning towards natural resources but unsure if you want to end up in environmental science or rangeland conservation, tell us about why you want to work within natural resources overall. Next, you are going to read this blurb before signing it, and then you will be given the option to review your application before submitting it. I'm not going to submit this, but you will. After submission, you will be prompted to pay for your application unless you have the fee waiver. Once that is complete, your application will get added into our system. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your admissions counselor. Their information can be found by following these steps. Click on University of Idaho, hover over Prospective Students, click Find Your Rep, and scroll down to find your admissions counselor. Their territory will be listed under each of their profiles. We're excited to receive your application. Go Vandals!